key points you may not be having answers to when you try to fix your MacBook butterfly keyboard. Mine was not clicking in, and when I looked at the back of the key itself, the hook and little pocket were both, or some part of them were jammed, so I knew the key cap was not gonna work anymore. So I got this new replacement, and when I was trying to put it in, it was still not working properly, and I realized there was an issue with the metal hooks on the laptop itself. So this is what you might not find in other guides that tell you how to replace your keys, because this now is a problem from the laptop itself, and usually, I don't know, I guess people don't get to this point. So the number one issue with me that I faced was that this left side was a little bit pressed down, so when you try to attach your butterfly hook, this section that should be underneath does not actually go in properly. Let me show you. I snapped them in two because I'm testing things out, but this part should go inside the pocket. So the first fix was to lift this metal hook first, enough that this part of the butterfly replacement actually goes under it. I'm not sure if there's something else I should fix here yet, but as long as it goes in and it's aligned with the key and not skewed a bit. So this should be the alignment of it. I mean, if I push it further, like the further most to the right, it becomes perfectly aligned, so that means it's better now. And the next, and this is the toughest part for me, was fixing the right side hook. So those two should be lifted up, so they should be an L shape, okay? So this way and then upwards, like an L. And the vertical side of them should also look like an L. So I removed the right button so that I can have a reference. You can see here how this one here is holding down from both sides. So this is holding the bottom part of the butterfly clip from both sides. So it's like holding down the waist or the narrowest point. So these are lifted vertically in a 90 degrees, and the bottom part can sit there perfectly. And then there's a bit of an extension that holds the two handles coming out of the bottom part as well. So if you notice how there are two handles here and here in the white plastic that are held down by the extension of the metal. So this is where I was struggling the most, because mine in this side was not very you cannot see it very clearly. It's damaged somehow, and I think this is because I was pushing down with the previous button so much that, I don't know, something happened to it. So you try to fix those and push them as much as you can to make them vertical. So standing straight, pointing to the sky, I guess. And then this one here is enough to fit the two handles. So let me show you. So I pushed them enough so that the nearest point can sit there, and even though I don't have the metal extensions as nicely as it originally should be, it's still kind of holds it in place. So if I try again, Now you can see it's kind of holding it in place, but it's somehow not the most perfect application because I think it's now beyond fixing, I guess. But this should help you or guide you a bit, so that it's at least better than having an empty keyboard or key. Whoa, Bismillah. Okay, so now that I have adjusted the metal hooks as much as I can, we'll try to attach the keyboard like all the tutorials do. Here's our butterfly, and then first of all attach this one. And then usually you just press here for it to clip on these two metal hooks, but since mine is damaged, I'll just get by with whatever I can. Now this is not bad, and it's securely sticking to the keyboard or sticking to the laptop, but that will make do. Now I'm just gonna raise this a bit and attach the key on it, or the keycap. Nice. Now I have my keys back, finally. Alhamdulillah.